Hi, I'm Chloe and I'm giving you a little bit of background about what I do for work. So I started Access Shield Diagnostics as a lab assistant for research and development almost 6 years ago. And during that time I've completed 2 modern apprenticeships alongside a HNC and an NC in applied sciences. My work were really generous and they funded me going to college, so for the first year when I did my NC I went to college for 3 weeks, 2 weeks of learning and 1 week of exams. And then for my HNC that was over 2 years and I used to go to college every Monday. Currently I'm a manufacturing scientist for technical operations and I've been doing that for about 1.5 years now. So Abbott, the company that took over Access Shield a few years ago, their company message is that they want everyone to live healthy, longer lives. And they create breakthrough products in diagnostics, medical devices, nutrition and branded generic pharmaceuticals. Abbott have around 190,000 staff in over 160 countries globally, and Access Shield is part of Abbott's Rapid Diagnostic division. So our focus is in vitro diagnostics, assay development and manufacture. So why would someone want to work in this industry? The salary is really generous, especially if you have a degree or other work experience. There's lots of company benefits like private healthcare, the pension scheme and the bonus scheme. And we also used to do social events before the pandemic, so that was always really fun and a good way to kind of ensure you've got good working relationships with people in a more social setting. There's always opportunities to learn more through studying or through promotion or secondment opportunities, and there's a variety of jobs available between office-based work or lab-based work. So lab-based work, we've got R&D, reagents and manufacturing, but without office-based work the company wouldn't run very well. So for me, knowing that what I actually do is helping people is part of why I love my job so much. And I very rarely spend time at my desk, which suits me, so my job's really physically demanding, I'm always busy and I really enjoy what I do. So skills required, I've borrowed from the application form. So these are creativity, problem solving, analytical skills, team working, good organisation, interpersonal and communication skills, and a strong willingness to learn. So these highlight kind of daily requirements of my role. Team working is a huge one because if you don't work well with the team then you're letting yourself and them down. We've always got so much to do, so you need your team, you need to be able to work well with them. And having good organisational skills really helps because we need to make sure everything's done properly, including paperwork. So we operate a right first time, and that includes the products we manufacture have to be right first time round, as well as all paperwork handed over, no mistakes, or if you do make mistakes, which people do, as long as they're neatly corrected. That's really important as well because it shows that you care about your work. So Abbott have basic qualification requirements, and these are HND or degree level in the science, so a biological science or chemistry, or relevant work experience. So what should I study? I secured my role as a scientist by completing my HNC in applied sciences, and I also had 5 years of experience working in a lab. But when I started the company it wasn't part of Abbott, so it's slightly different now. So I definitely recommend studying HND applied sciences just so that you're meeting that basic entry level requirement. And that's a standard for Abbott, but it's kind of an industry standard as well. I considered studying the HND Applied Sciences, but I was already working in a role, so it didn't make sense for me to leave that role to study to get a job that I was already doing. So for progression, there's always opportunities to progress. Using myself as an example, so I was 17 when I started as a lab assistant. I did pass higher chemistry in school, but not as best as I could have. So I put in the work, went to college, studied, and now I'm a scientist, and it has definitely been worth it. Abbott offers secondment opportunities, so this is like a promotion for a set time frame, and at the end of that either your job becomes permanent and you stay in that role, or you return to your previous role, but because you've been promoted you get more responsibility and a higher pay. And there's labs all over the world, so you could go anywhere within Abbott. I know that staff from Access Shield have gone to Whitney in England. There's someone who works in Ireland now, and America. There's always opportunities coming up to transfer through there. But yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for, but there's always an opportunity to go other places and do more. So about my job, the thing I love the most is that every day when I go to work, the work I do has made a difference to someone. So it's always nice taking home that your job was worthwhile and you've always done well. And the site I work at, we're all really hardworking. We're really supportive of each other, and I just really enjoy my job. But having such a great team to work with really makes a difference to my day. I'm always learning, and I've progressed in my role to subject matter expert. So this is for processes like ELISA plate assays, and manufacture of assay subcomponents, which are more complex manufactures. So everyone starts off with basic formulations like buffer prep, and then you move on to more complex procedures like microparticle manufacture. So for quality, with so many people working from home and such a huge influx of staff because of the pandemic, it's hard to put an exact number on how many women there are here, but there's definitely more females than males, and it's always been like that since I've been there and before. So in manufacturing we've got 7 product leads, 2 of them are male and 5 of them are female, and our department consists of 15 scientists, 9 of them are female and 6 are male. And at Abbott all staff have equal opportunities, but there is a huge focus on women in STEM, so it's really empowering to be a part of that.